Hello folks, how you doing? It's Des Catties. I'm out in the shed, and the purpose for this video is that I'm answering another one of my followers' questions or subscribers' questions via YouTube, and he left a message. It was from Peaky Blinder. Nice to see you out and about, mate. A quick question, if I may, your rucksack, what make is it and how much? Where can I purchase it? If you've got time, could you do a review for me? I would be very grateful, and have a good one. Okay, so here it is. I've had quite a few comments from people. My light's just gone out. I've had quite a few comments from people commenting about the rucksack and all the rest of it, so I thought what I'll do is obviously answering Peaky's question, and obviously he wants me to do a kind of review. Now there's 1,001 videos on YouTube explaining, you know, that will show you how, you know, it's talking about this type of rucksack, but obviously Peaky's asked me, so I'm going to do my own kind of little review, very humbling review. I think what I'm going to do as well, I might even start another playlist, because I'm starting to get emails from people as well now, which I'm absolutely loving. People are asking me questions, giving me little ideas for reviews and stuff like that, or, you know, video content and all the rest of it. So obviously with that demand, the least I can do is obviously kind of accommodate that demand, as it were. All right, so so before I go on to the rucksack is it's by Fjallraven, and it's called the Stubben, or the Stubben. That's S-T-U-B-B-E-N. It's made from the G1000 material, which is quite popular with Fjallraven. It's not a waterproof material. You have to treat it with a kind of with the wax, or of a wax choice of what you've got, or some kind of protection to go over the material. As of yet, I've treated it once with some wax stuff that I own myself, which obviously subdued the colour ever so slightly. But other than that, that is it. It is around about a 27 litre rucksack, I believe. That's just the bucket on its own. If you want the side pockets as well, they're obviously a little bit more. Now the thing is, you can't actually get hold of this rucksack anymore. They've replaced it with a model called the Singy, I think it is, and as much as it's kind of that still kind of square style, it isn't the same as the Stubben that I'm going to do a review on now. Now you can get hold of the Stubben, whatever. I'm going to refer to it as the Stubben. You can get hold of that rucksack still, but you have to kind of use your Google food skills, check it out on eBay, and also have a look on maybe some of the Facebook groups. I've been told that you can purchase it on there. One of my mates, Matt Tiny, he got one last year. They're not a cheap rucksack. Now when I got this was for my 50th, almost 2 years now, and I paid, and that was coming towards the end when they were almost getting rid of them, so or coming to the end of that particular line, that model of rucksack. So I think I paid about £230 for the rucksack, which I purchased from a company up north in Scotland, and then the pouches themselves I had to purchase from Fjallraven out from Sweden. So I really had to do my running around before I actually got one, but I really have liked it. I wish I'd bought it some years back. One of my friends, JP Lamoureux, while I'm here, go and check his channel out, folks. If you're into nature, if you're into photography, wildlife watching and stuff like that, go and check his channel out. I have mentioned him a few times over in some of my different videos, but if you're into photography and all that sort of stuff, I mean, he's, you know, camera porn, bloody hell, you know, he's got lovely cameras and all that sort of stuff, but he's also out and about, you know, doing videos of the local wildlife in the area and stuff like that. All right, so go and check him out anyway. But when I saw his rucksack some years ago, I wish I'd bought one then, when it was obviously a little bit cheaper, and then obviously with, like everything else, it kind of catches on, and then obviously the prices go up, so I ended up paying kind of full whack really. You can get hold of them second hand. They don't really seem to lose the price that much. They almost go up. I think because they're quite a popular looking rucksack, people want to try and get hold of this particular one because they like the idea of the leather and obviously the canvas looking stuff. Where they've changed the new one, I mean, as I say, go and have a look at it yourselves at the Singy as well, the new one. you know, and then you can obviously make your own choice. All right, so let's go and have a look at the rucksack. Now I hope that picks it up with the light. Unfortunately I've got the camera and everything set up over there because it's all on the charging power bank at the moment, so I'm hoping that it'll come out, that the Stubben actually comes out all right on there. Now if we look at the front of it, okay, we've got a pocket at the top here. We've obviously got the 2 leather straps, okay, with 2 little slots in there that go over through them sort of sand brown pins. We've got a pouch at the front there. And then if we go around to the side, we've got the side pockets. The side pockets connects on by like a toggle kind of system. There's slots all the way around now, and there's obviously room at the back to be able to slide something down there. All right. Also at the front, what I'll quickly show you as well is you've actually got a zip system here as well. Or a zip system, yeah. So it's just one horizontal zip there, and then you've got a vertical zip that goes down the side there, so if you want to get into the rucksack quite quickly you can. All right, and it's also got this kind of orange sort of colour in there as well, which is obviously quite handy as well when you want to identify a kit quickly, which I think is quite a good idea really. All right, and you could almost use it in a safety as well, empty the rucksack out and maybe hang it up on a branch or whatever with it open, and it might be a little bit of a sort of like a passive signal in an emergency. All right, so I'll quickly zip that back up, and then we'll take you around to the harness itself. Now the harness obviously is just your standard kind of rucksack, you know. You've got the 2 shoulder straps, okay, with the adjustable straps at the bottom there. There's also a chest strap on there, which I never use, and there's also a zip on there, there's also a whistle, which my one at the moment is just clogged up with mud, so I need to unblock that. I've just noticed that. Okay, so you've got this, you've got one for your chest if you want to use it, but I don't. Here you've got like a little bit, you've got a zip, and inside there is a cover. It's basically like a waterproof cover, and all that does really is just go over the lid. It almost reminds me of like a sort of like a contour line kind of thing, but it literally does just it's just 2 little press studs that click on the side there if you want to use it. I think I've only ever used it once, so I'll put it away. Now it is quite a heavy rucksack. Weight wise, I'm not, you know, again I'm not really sure. Go and use your Google food skills. The reason why it's a little bit heavy is because it's a seat, and with it being a seat, if we now go into sort of like the main part of the rucksack, you've got this obviously nice comfortable sort of cushion bit here, which is obviously like hinged. You can take it out if you want to, okay, but obviously I don't. And then in there you've got the actual frame, and again you can take the frame out as well, but at the end of the day it's a seat. I want to be using it to be able to sit down on, you know, especially this time of year where we've had, you know, quite a bit of snow here in the UK, and it's also, you know, we're quite famous for our rain, so obviously with me saying me getting a bit of a wet backside, it's obviously nice, it keeps me off the floor. Okay, so we've got a nice little drawstring skirt at the top there with a normal toggle, okay, and then obviously you've got the lid that then comes over the top. I'm not sure if I mentioned the top pocket here. You know, in here, you know, I keep a saw and bits and pieces like that, and my spare ridge line and pegs and all that sort of stuff, but this isn't what the video's about. It's more about the review of the actual sack. And then, as I say, with down the side pockets there, I mean, I keep my wildlife hatchet in one side, and then what I often do is when it's inside the case, I've got the boreal saw, and then that just slides down the side there. Also, I failed to mention as well, you've got carrying handles here if you want to sort of lift it up, yeah, for any reason. What I normally do with mine is that normally what I do is I put the wildlife hatchet and sort of run it through the hatchet. I'll run the hatchet through the loop, and then obviously let it catch on the side pocket there, so it obviously, you know, stops it from falling out. And that's about it. I don't really know what else to tell you. I mean, I've had it for sort of 2 years now, and you know, you see me using it quite a lot. As I say, it's only about a 27 litre rucksack, so it can be sort of regarded as a day sack. I have used it on day sack challenges and stuff like that. I've used it as on overnighters. I've used it for a weekend camping, so it can be done. It's all part of the fun, I think, being able to sort of like, you know, test new kit out, try new bits. I'm getting some new bits and pieces just to try out and obviously to share with you. Sort of really liking some of the stuff that's from Boundless Voyage. So, you know, all that lightweight sort of titanium stuff, which kind of goes within the sort of Desmuck, that fits into the Desmuck criteria, as it were. So, that is about it, I think. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, it's a lovely rucksack. I mean, it really is a nice rucksack. I mean, I do like it. I use it hell of a lot. I mean, the thing is with me, when I buy kit, as much as we buy kit, you know, we all have loads of kit, but I try to use it. I try to get my money's worth out of it. And, you know, and even if I do review a piece of kit, I don't like to review a piece of kit after a week and say, oh yeah, this is brilliant or this is crap. I like to give it at least sort of 6 months or even up to a year. I'll show you kit, fair enough, but I won't actually review it. I'll show you me using it and all that sort of stuff, and then over a period of time then I'll obviously maybe put Des Catty's stamp on it and say it's a good bit of kit, and I'll be truthful and say yes it is or no it isn't. Alright, so there it is. So Peaky Blinder, I hope that's answered your questions as well as other people. Alright, I don't mind your emailing me. I've had like people have been emailing me and they're all almost apologising for actually emailing me. I'm not fussed at all. As obviously as long as it's something legit, you know, that you want a question answered, you want me to do, you know, something that I can share with the rest of the, you know, with my YouTube community, as it were. Then please feel free, or if you just want to leave a comment, and then obviously I'll scroll. I obviously like to try and reply to everyone's comments as much as I can at this stage of my YouTube kind of career, as it were, even though it's not a career as such, but you know what I mean. So there it is. All right, so thank you for watching. All right, please stay safe. All right, keep the comments coming, keep the suggestions coming. All right, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. All right, show the support. There's still merchandise out there. If you are going to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to hit that bell, you know, hit the like button, and even do me a favour and share my videos. All right, don't forget to always check out the description, because there's information there and there's links there as well. I'll put a link to John Paul Lamoureux's YouTube channel as well, so if you want to go and have a look at a bit of camera porn as well as wildlife watching and stuff like that, go and check him out. All right, so all the best folks, and stay safe. Okay, see you later. See you on the next video.